Hi. Okay. Hi. Mm. Hi. Hi, 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 hi. Good afternoon. Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Dari. Good afternoon. Hello, hello, hi, royalty. Hi, good afternoon. Hi, good afternoon. Chunky, hi, hello, good afternoon. Mwah. It's so good to see you all today. Hi, good afternoon. I'm waving, waving, waving back at you. It's another Wednesday. Elsa, hi. Hi, Elsa. How are you doing? How is your day going? I hope it's going on fine. Ajibade, how are you doing? It's good to see you again. Hi. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so, so much for actually joining. Thank you so much for being here. It's so good to see you all again. Okay, so yeah, today's live is going to be quite different, a little bit different. It's more about us knowing what your pain points are and trying as much as possible to help you as best as we can. Elsa says good afternoon. Good afternoon, Elsa. Victoria, hi. Good afternoon. What's up? How you doing? How is your day going over there? Yeah, so I'm seeing people joining and I'm saying thank you so, so much for being here today. Justice, what's up? How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. It's so good to see everybody yet again on another amazing sunny Wednesday. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Okay, so like I said, today's live is not going to be too long, but it promises to be interesting. Guess what? I'm actually going to be inviting and introducing some of my, okay, you already know my colleagues, yeah? So I'm actually going to be inviting them. Victoria says hi. Victoria, hi. Elsa, what's up? I'm waving at you too. Let me blow you a kiss. Mwah. Hi, you're so welcome. You're all so, so, so welcome. Oh, okay, yeah. So, Blessing says hi. Hi, Blessing. Good afternoon. Okay, so I'm actually going to be inviting some of my colleagues to actually join me on this live because, like we always say that your pain points, we actually we are here to meet your needs and to address each and every one of your pain points, and you are the reason why we are here. Do you understand? You are the reason why we do what we do, and the whole idea is for us to actually help you as best as we can. So should you have any question, today is more about us answering your questions and answers. I'm going to be adding some of my colleagues to join me on this live where we all would actually just listen to your questions and see how we can address them. So now, do you have questions with respect to class? Do you have questions with respect to interview? Do you have questions with respect to payment of your tuition fee for those that want to go for January intake? Do you have questions with respect to application for your visa? Do you have any form of questions that you have? And even those that, if it's not January that you're looking at and you're looking at other intakes and you have not, you're still considering any form of questions that you have, you can always ask us and we will definitely try as much as possible to attend to them. Okay, so I'm actually going to be allowing my colleagues to join me on this live where we can come together and answer all of your questions. So please drop your questions in the comment section. And also, another twist to this is, I would not mind, I'm going to add two of my colleagues to join, and I want someone to also send a request to join. You can chat with us at the same time, ask questions on the comment section, or you join us on this live. So you can send a request to join us on this live as well. If you're interested to chat with all of us at the same time, send a request to join us on this live, and we would be happy and very, very happy to add you on and just give a little bit of chat with you. And then, you know, it will be so much fun. Today promises to be so much fun and quite different and with a different twist to it. You know, that's actually what we have for you today. Okay, so let me add my colleagues to join. Let me accept here on this live. Yeah, so I'm trying to accept their request so that they can join me on this live. Okay, so I'm seeing questions already. Please drop your questions. Please drop your questions. Bye, bless you. Bye. It's good to have you here. Aww.
Thank you.
Have you here. Someone see me. We can see your back view, but we can't see you.
Hi, Lucy. How are you?
Hi, good
Hi.
morning.
Hi, Lucy. It's good to see you all. It's good to see you. It's
Hi,
amazing to see you
Blessing.
all. Hi, Blessing. Okay, so if you all don't know, I just want to say that Blessing is actually in our Abuja team. She's actually in our Abuja office right now. Blessing, do you want to reintroduce yourself, and also still tell us where the location of the Abuja office is? So now the thing is this, yeah. So we have some students that would want to send their transcript, and they will still send it down to Lagos instead of Abuja, because they don't know that they have an office in Abuja. Do you understand what I mean? So I would want you to reintroduce yourself and then tell us more about the Abuja office, how easy it is for students to actually come in and walk in and locate the office and all of that. Do you understand? So I wouldn't mind you
Yeah.
doing that. All right.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. It's nice having all of us here in today's live session. So my name is Blessing, and a counselor from our Abuja office. I know a lot of us do not know that Negxy has an office in Abuja, but yes, Negxy has an office in Abuja, and the office is located at Wuye. Just come to B04 VGI Center, and you have us here to attend to every of your questions. Yes. Thank you.
Please say that again. Please say that
Okay.
again. The address.
Is at Suite B04 VGI Center, Wuye, Abuja. Yes. So we'll be
Okay.
waiting
And then
for you to come.
can you also give a number to call should in case they miss their way and they're trying to locate the office?
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's all right. Within, I think, during the course of the live, I'll do that.
Okay.
Because
Okay,
yes,
that's
I'll wait because of the
okay.
live.
So, because of your work, while we wait, please drop your questions in the comment section. I have my colleagues here ready to actually attend to any form of questions you have. And if you don't mind joining us on this live, please send a request. Rookie, you can send a request. I would love to have you on. I would love to add you on to this live today. Victoria, you can also send a request to join this live. You all can send a request to join this live. I wouldn't mind chatting with one or two of you and join me with my colleagues to just have a chat. It would be amazing. Okay, so I want to go through some questions that I have here already. Royal, hello. Royalty, you can actually join us on this live if you want to. Jimmy, you can join us on this live as well. Let me see now. Someone says good afternoon. Elsa says good afternoon. Elsa, do you want to chat with us one-on-one? You can send a request, please, to join us on this live. We don't mind. Okay, someone says hi, Mo. So I'm actually going through the questions. Also say, sorry, is January intake for UK still available? Sorry, before I do that, I want my other colleague to introduce herself. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah.
That's fine. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Popon Singh, and at Negxy Concepts, I am the visa officer here in our Lagos office. So I'll be answering all your questions today as it relates to visa applications.
Yeah. Okay, so Papa, thank you so much for actually joining this live today. Now, should you have any visa questions to ask, Papa is here to answer you. Should you have any questions about Abuja? Do you have any questions about counseling? Do you have any questions about your admissions, applications? Just ask us any question. And also, you can always request to join this live, and we'll add you on to this live session today. Do you understand? So, Focusing, you're so welcome. Blessing, you're so welcome. It's so good to see your beautiful faces today. Okay, so, yeah. It also says that, sorry, is January intake for UK still available? Blessing, do you want to take that?
Okay, thank you, Mo. So for January, the intake is closed. We already know that December is already at the corner, so 1 month from now can get you an offer in the UK. So you might want to look at May or even September. Yeah, but for January, you can make it. No longer available.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that blessing. Victoria says, hope you are all well. So I'm a nursing student in China who is about to graduate in July. I'm considering going to the UK for my master's degree, but I'm not sure when to start my application. Okay. She says that she's actually in China right now. She wants to go to the UK for her to continue her degree, but she's not sure about when to start. Do you want to take that still, Blessing, or do you want to say that?
Okay, yeah, you can take that. You can take that.
Okay, so Victoria, in respect to the fact that you're actually in China and you want to process your admission for the UK, the truth is that you can actually do that. You can start your processing now. The only thing is that you might have to come down to your home country. You come down to Nigeria for the sake of your biometrics. But let us help you to get the admission first. Do you understand? You can always do the processing here while you're in China. We can always do the processing for you, and then you can, if you have a PR in China, it's possible for you to go to the embassy and apply directly from there. But if you don't have that, then you can come down to your home country and you do your biometrics here, and then you go from here to the UK. I have clients like that before that has actually gone through that process. He was actually in China. We did all his processing for him and everything. We got his offer. We got his admission to a school in the UK. And by the time he was done, he was ready for his. By the time he was actually ready to actually transition, he just came down to Nigeria, did his biometrics, and then he moved over to the UK. Do you understand? So it's very, very possible, and there is no too late time. You can always start now. You can always put in your application now. So even if January is no longer available, we have other intakes that are available. We have February intake, we have April, we have May, we have June. So we have other intakes that we can actually push you in through. Now it also depends on the course that actually whatever it is that is holding you down in China. So we need to work alongside with you with respect to ensuring that the programs that you're working on and the plans that you have is in sync with the programs that we're actually trying to apply for you. Do you understand? Victoria, I hope that has answered your question. Okay, so I see someone trying to log in. Okay, Elsa, okay, because you wrote your name as Elsa. Okay, she says, sorry, my name is Abolaji. Abolaji, hi, you're so welcome. Okay, she says, I have some questions. I see a request already from Victoria, so I'm adding Victoria to this live. So I just want to add someone to this live so that they can join us and chat with us as well. Okay, so also, I like calling you Elsa, I don't know why. Okay, she said I have some questions. Then I have another question here that says, please, paying tuition, paying school deposits, how long does it take for CBN to approve a Form A? Focus, do you want to answer that question? How long does it take for CBN? Okay, she said, please, paying school deposits, how long does it take for CBN to approve Form A?
Right now, it's currently taking so long that we don't even advise students at this point to still use the Form A if they're looking at January. It will take up to 3 months or even more. So we advise our students right now to pay through the black market if they're looking at January admissions.
Okay. Okay, so all right, thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. Let me see now. Also, is still saying, oh, there is May intake in the UK. Yes, definitely, there is May intake in the UK. Okay, she says, thank you very much. She said, is there April intake for UK? Leslie, do you want to answer that question?
Okay, thank you.
For UK.
There are intakes, just a few schools are available for April, May, and June. All right. So I would like for you to send us a DM and then let us know what course you want to study. We'll check what school that is available for, and then we'll let you know if you can go in May. So April, May, June, yes, it's available. But like I said before, just a limited school is available and just few courses are open for that.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Blessing. Okay, so now, please send us your questions in the DM. You can always send your questions in the DM. I'm actually trying to accept people, but I don't know, for some reason, Instagram is not allowing me to accept them. I see requests already, and I'm trying to accept you. I'm so sorry about that. But Instagram seems to not allow me to do that. Okay, so please drop your questions in the comment section, and we'll be sure to attend to it. Okay, so now I want to ask, in line of your work, Focus, could you just give us a brief about your experience so far, some instances of things that have happened to you, and how well it can actually benefit for those that actually want to apply for their visa, those that are trying to process their visa right now, and those that are having challenges with respect to payments and CBN and all of that. Your experiences so far. Could you just give us a brief summary about it? Oh, sorry. Okay, I said, could you just give us a brief summary about your experiences so far with respect to what is going on right now for those that are actually trying to apply through CBN, those that are trying to apply to black markets, and then the challenges that students have been having of recent. Do you understand? Do you understand what I just said? You said?
This application.
Yes, this application.
Okay, I can hear you clearly now. So,
that you see that your clients are having right now with respect to visa application.
So for people that are going for now, their application is coming out quite on time. Can you hear me?
The next one.
And then of course, we are listening to our students. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening to you, focusing.
Okay, so I'm saying that for now, we don't have the runs that we experienced for January intake yet. So, and because the priority service is available and people are making use of that. Okay, so it is, okay, so it is coming, application is coming out on time, and we now have situations whereby people are not being interviewed for visa. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So we have people that are being called, to get interviewed from the UK via. So that's what is going on for now.
So now with the interviews that are happening right now, have they been refusing people a lot? And on what grounds have people been refused?
So I haven't had any case of refusal, but you know that the application session is just starting. I've not had any case of refusal, but I'm just going to tell students to get prepared. They prepare their mind that they could be interviewed and they could get calls from UK via trying to interview them or ask them questions. So they should have that at the back of their mind after they had put in their applications. I do not know what criteria they're using to place these calls, but they reach out to people at random to interview them. They ask about the school, about the courses they are going for, about their plans after school, and what arrangement that they have even made for accommodations or for their dependents.
Okay, that's fine. So as we all can hear it now, that for those that are actually applying, for some reason, UKVI has started doing interviews, and we need to start preparing our minds and preparing ourselves, and know that these things, we need to take them very, very seriously. So for those that are going to schools that are actually not taking, they are not interviewing them, they're just giving them offer. At the end of the day, by the time you go through UKVI, they might call you. There's every possibility that they might call you. So even if you do not plan to groom yourself for an interview process, know your onions, know everything about the school beforehand. Do you understand? Even while you're doing your visa processing, have all this information, because when they call at random, they might actually call you at any time, and you might not know that they will call you. They'll just tell you that they are calling you and they want to schedule an interview with you. Do you understand? So please, it's very important that we start preparing our minds and know whatever course it is that I'm going for, know it beforehand, so that by the time they call and they are saying that they want to interview you, you already have the information at hand to actually give them. Do you understand? So it's always very important. Thank you for that, Mokonsi. Okay, so I have some other questions here. Just give me a minute, let me just check. Okay, so give me a minute. Okay, yeah. Okay. It says, I have an HND. I want to apply for May intake. What are my chances? Blessing, do you want to answer this?
Okay, thank you, Mo. So now, unfortunately, schools that are taking HND are not open for May. So you might want to shift your intake to that of September, so you can be able to meet up for a direct master's. However, if you want to put in for a pre-master's, then that is also welcome.
Okay, yeah. So thank you very much for that, Blessing. So like she said, you have the chance of getting a pre-master's, masters, and which will be the next available intake will be September for your pre-master's, masters, which we can actually help to apply for that. So Elsa also still says, sorry, please, I want to use my ND and NECO for April intake. Is it possible? Blessing, do you want to answer that too?
Okay, Mo. So ND for April May intake. Are you looking at masters or undergraduates? Because with your ND you cannot put in for a masters. All right, so it has to be maybe like a direct undergraduate. Yes. So direct undergraduate, yes, your ND can work for that. However, you may not be able to come with dependents and the rest. But yes, for your ND, you can get the direct undergraduate.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very, very much for that. Okay, so she's still asking that, but I want to resume in 200 level immediately since I have my ND. To add to what Blessing has said, you can definitely resume with 200 level. You might not be able to resume with 200 level with your ND. You might start with year 1 with your ND. Because the school needs to see your transcript of that ND and your certificate for the ND, and then they would be at their discretion. They will decide on where to actually place you. But most of the time, if you have an ND certificate like that, you'll be starting in international year 1. Do you understand? So, which would actually resume in September. Do you understand? It's actually resume in September, so you can send in your documents. And remember that if you're going for that, you're not going to be going with your dependents. Do you understand? So that's also, please drop your questions. So we're actually here for you. We're here to actually answer any form of question that you have. We're here to answer any form of question that you have. Okay, so someone says that even after a precast interview, will there be another interview? Fofonsi, do you want to answer that?
So from the school, you may not get another interview from the school, but from the UKVI, you cannot rule that out. It's possible that you are being interviewed, especially if you have a large study gap. For example, someone that finished school in 2020, 2002 or 2003, they may call you to ask you questions because they want to confirm if you're a genuine student, seeing that you have a large study gap. So you have to prepare your mind to get interviewed. They can call anybody and they can ask any questions.
This is interesting. It's really interesting. You know, they actually stopped this thing at some point, but all of a sudden now they started all over again. And it doesn't stop the schools from actually still conducting their own interviews, you know? Okay. So at the end of the day, they'll be going through scrutiny, a lot of scrutiny right now. And I think it's just UKBI's own way of making sure that they're getting quality students, you know, because the rush is really, really much this time around. Okay, so someone else says that, can you help me apply for BSc course for June intake? Blessing, please, you want to answer that?
Okay, yes, please. All right, so yes, we can help you. Send us a DM. We'll check if your course is actually available for June intake, or else then we might just do September for you. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so let me throw the question back at you now, Blessing. That at the course of your work now, have you faced any form of what has your experience been like handling students, dealing with students? Do you want to share a bit of your experience with us? Let's just have an idea of it, and then how much people actually pleading to go for January, and how much you're actually telling them, you know what, January is actually gone, but let us apply for other intakes for you, and they're telling you, no, it has to be that January that I want to, you know, that kind of thing. So could you just share with us some of your experiences so far with respect to your line of work right now?
Okay, thank you, Mo. So I would want to say that if you are looking at studying abroad, first of all, plan on time. If you are planning on time, you'd escape a lot of other troubles or other challenges that might meet you going forward. So plan on time, get your documents on time. A lot of people would come into our DMs and say, I want to apply, I want to do this, I want to do that. And then it takes a very large span of time for them to be able to assemble their documents together. That is why they may not be able to meet up with a particular intake. So if you have a particular intake in your mind as your target, please work towards it. Start planning on time. Send in your documents on time so that we can put in the application for you on time. When your application is done on time, it means that you will have your offers on time. When your offers comes out on time, you'll be able to pay your tuition on time and do every other processes comfortably without being pressured. Yes, so that's what I want to say.
All right, thank you very much, Blessing, for that. Okay, so I am Tobson says, I would like to ask some some question. I have an HND, but I used 2 sittings during my program because I made all my papers in NECO except English. So I had to pick English from YA. Can it be possible? Okay, so I'm Thompson. Okay, you have 2 sittings, right? Now the two YA results that you have, we will submit both of them. But what we are going to do for you is that we're going to put both of them in a particular folder. And in that same folder that we're putting them, the one that you got, you passed English, we are going to place that one on top of the one that you had in your other document. So it is very possible that we can add 2 sittings for you inside an application that we are processing for you. But it is very important because the one that where you pass your English in, should in case, please note, should in case the course that you are going for does not require STAN, or does not require you ensuring that you have English, math, all those, your 5 science courses. Should in case where you're going for doesn't require all of that, we can actually process you by saying that, okay, you know what, your English, when you got your English, the degree, the certificate where you had your English, we place it above the certificates where you actually did not get your English, but you got other degrees. Do you understand? So it's important that you know that we can actually use both of them, but we would definitely place one above the other because when they're looking through your documents, it is the one they see first is the one that they would actually acknowledge first. Do you understand? Before they look down and say, okay, you have other places where you actually scored high in other courses. But what they're looking for, first of all, especially when the course you are going for does not require STAN, is your English. They want to be sure that you actually pass your English. Do you understand? So I hope that answers your question. Stan. Victoria says, hello there. Can you please answer my question? Victoria, can you please rewrite your question? I'm so sorry. I saw that you sent a request to join. And unfortunately, for some reason, Instagram isn't allowing me to join you in. But Victoria, if you don't mind, can you retype your question? Because so I can see it. And then we can all attend to your question here. Okay, so someone says, even after submitting a form 3 weeks ago, is it advisable to cancel and use black market? Focus, if you want to attend to that.
So you know that schools have deadline for CAS, for deposit. So I think that will also determine what the person should do.
Okay. So it's actually determined that, right? But,
yes.
Okay, so regardless, it's not advisable for them to cancel. Say you've actually started your Form A and then you want to go through black markets. It's not advisable, right?
So they can do that. Of course, that will be faster. So they can do that depending on the deadline that they have for deposits or for CAS. So they can't keep on waiting for Form A.
Okay. All right, so that's fine. Okay, so my justice is asking again about the combination of 2 YA results. Like I said earlier, that we can do that, but we'll make sure that the one that you scored English first is actually placed above the other ones that you did not score English in most of. I am Thompson says, okay, ma, it's electrical, electronics, and engineering. Okay, I can't remember the question that you asked though, but we would definitely, please do me a favor, Thompson. Can you send us a DM with all with your intentions? Send us a DM, and then they will direct you to a counselor that will attend to you, and then submit all your documents to that counselor so that it can be easily. We'll be able to go through all of them and be able to advise you accordingly. Do you understand? We know the course that you want to go for. We know the documents that you need for the course that you want to go for, and be sure that with the course that you want to go for is actually going in line with the documents that you have provided. So Thompson, please do me a favor, send us a DM, and then you'll be directed to a counselor that will attend to you and give you all the necessary advisory services that you will be required. Do you understand? So it will help you better because so that it will not drag so much and it will not take so much of our time explaining to you in detail all you need when you can actually talk to a counselor that would attend to you and give you all the time that you need. Do you understand? Okay, so someone says, give me a minute please, I'm trying to go through your questions. Please drop your questions in the comment section. We'll definitely be happy to attend to them. Someone says, how much money is supposed, sorry, please give me a minute. I'm trying to read through. It's supposed to be in our accounts. Focus, if you can answer that. Kathy says, how much money is supposed to be in our accounts?
So I need to know the number of applicants. Hello?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, I need to know the number of dependents. If the person have dependents, then I need to know the location of the school. So able to determine what amount they have in their account.
Okay, so it is not automatically, it's not a fixed
There's no
figure.
fixed amount.
It's actually calculated. It's actually calculated.
Yes, it depends
So,
on the number of
so
dependents that the person has.
Okay.
And then
Okay,
where
so
the school is
Kathy,
located.
okay. Okay, so Kathy, it's actually calculated. You might want to send us a DM and let us help you to make the calculations together, and then you'll be able to have an idea of how much is actually needed to be in your account. And like Pharmacy said, it actually depends on the school that you're going to. It depends on the tuition fee that you're paying and all of that. So there are so many things we need to put in place before we can give you an exact figure as to what is actually required. Do you understand? Victoria says, another question, would I be able to find scholarship for master's degree in public health? Blessing, do you want to answer this?
Okay, all right, thank you, Mo. Yes, you can. There are schools, available schools that offers discounts and scholarships, right, available. So yes, so that depends on the school, yes, and depends on what level of what do you call it, grade you have in your degree, the first degree. Yeah, so that's a big determinant on how much you can get.
Okay, thank you for that, Blessing. So I want to add to what Blessing said. So Victoria, what we can actually get for you is discounted fees. Definitely you can get scholarships, yeah, but we would advise that you apply for those scholarships directly by yourself. Do you understand? But we can assure you that by the time you're actually getting your offer, you will get some amount removed by the school from your tuition fee, which is called discounted fees. So you can get discounted fees from us, and then you can apply for more scholarship. You can apply for scholarship, you can apply for grants, but you apply for these things by yourself. And just like Blessing said, you can definitely apply for scholarships, but you do that by yourself. Okay, so let me see now. Please drop your questions. We are here for you. We are actually here to just answer your questions. Have you been having issues with visa? Have you been having issues with admissions? Whatever question it is that you have, please drop your questions and let us help to meet your needs. Okay, so okay, yeah, I'm looking through the questions. What are the chances of getting admission for accounts in UK? Elsa is asking. Leslie, do you want to answer this?
Okay, yes, that's definitely. So first of all, I'd like to ask her or him, is he an undergraduate or a master's? Chances are very high. Send us a DM. Let us know what you're applying for. If it's a master's, if it's an undergraduate, well, of course, chances are high. You could get offers, yes.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Thank you very much, Blessing, for that. Okay, so someone says, please drop your questions or any question that you have at all. Drop your questions. My beautiful colleagues and I would actually help to attend to your questions and meet your needs as best as we can. Okay, so yeah, someone says that well done. Hakim says well done. I applied through your agency to BCU for big data analytics. It's almost 2 months now, and is there any hope of meeting up with January intake? Hakim, please do me a favor, yeah? Send a DM ASAP. Send a DM ASAP. And also, can you have a chat with your counselor, the counselor in charge of your application? Please have a chat with that counselor and then tell the counselor to help you put your, to see if you can actually be placed on fast track. Do you understand? So that we can know exactly where your application is, because we need to know exactly where the stage of your application is right now. And for you to be able to know if you can still meet up, because the deadline for BCU for tuition deposit payments is around the corner and it's very, very close. Do you understand? So, and we need to be sure that you have your tuition deposit ready and you already start counting your 28 days, because you don't really have much time on your hands anymore. So it's very important that we check for the stage at which you are in right now and understand the reason why you're actually having this delay, because most of our students, we always place them on fast track. Do you understand? So actually ensure that their admission comes out early and comes out on time. So we need to know exactly the reason why you're having this delay and to help you to address it, and still at the same time try as much as possible to see if you can make your payments before the tuition deposits deadline is actually met. So please send your counselor a message, or you send us a DM and let us see to it and help you to apply, attend to this as soon as possible. I hope that's fine, Akim. Okay, so Elsa still says that, so is it possible to resume in 200 level with my ND? Leslie, do you want to answer that?
Okay, I think
we've answered that already. Or is she asking again? Okay, I think we answered that already. I think we answered her 200 level question already, right? Or do you have something to say about it, Blessing?
it's the same thing. You can get it direct on the 100 level rather than starting from a foundation, right? So that's possible. At 200 level, we cannot assure that. Yes, but you can get it direct on the 100, yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for that, Blessing. Okay. So Victoria says that I'll be graduating in June 2024, which means I'll be getting my graduation documents then. My plan is to apply to UK for September 2024 intake. Can I submit my documents in June or July? Blessing, do you want to take that?
Well, you can. However, like I said, the earlier the better for you to get offers. So we cannot assure you getting an offer. However, you can try to apply. So that's what I can say now. Chances are slim because June, July is already close to September, just like 3 months away or to September. So we can, when your documents are ready, and you can send. However, I'm not sure if you graduate in July, you get all your documents in July. Chances are slim, depending on the school, all right? But if you have all your documents, let us know. Let us know. Send us a DM. Would help you apply. Yeah.
Thank you very much for that, Blessing. So to add to what Blessing just said, Victoria, another thing we can do is that we can actually see to apply to maybe October intake for you, because we have at least some schools that will still have October intake. Do you understand? So we can apply to October intake for you of the same year, within that same year. So the most important thing is that you get your documentations out on time, so that we put in your application on time and then you get your results out on time. Do you understand? Elsa is saying April intake. Okay, Elsa, like we explained to you earlier, yeah, that it's very, right now for undergraduates, you're actually going to be starting in September. You cannot get intakes in between right now, because what you want is April intake and you want an undergraduate course for it. So you'll be getting September intake instead. Do you understand? You'll be getting September intake instead for that. So for your undergrad, with your ND, you'll be getting an international year one and you'll be getting September intake of 2023. So if you're interested in that, you can always send us a DM and then we'll help you out with this. Also, I hope we've been able to answer your question. Royalty Photography says for the maintenance fee, which is 9,207 outside of London, for people who have 2 to 3 dependents, I'm putting that money in their account per head. Okay, am I putting that money in the account per head, or that amount 9,207 covers the whole dependence fee? Do you want to answer this?
Yes, please. So 9,207 is for the main applicants schooling outside London. If you have any dependents, you have to make arrangement for £6,120 per dependent. So if you have 2 dependents, that is multiplied by 2. But for the main applicant, which is the student, 9,207 is for that applicant. Any additional dependents will now come with 6,120 per head.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Blessing. Okay, so Big Tom's says, presently waiting for my CAS. The school advises that I start filling my visa application. How can I get in touch with Foconsi so we can kickstart the process? I'll definitely need your guidance. Okay, so Foconsi, would you be able to help him out? He would want to apply for visa processing. He wants to start now, even though he's still waiting to get his CAS.
Okay, so the only thing that we can do at this point is just to gather the documents together, because you cannot even fill the form without the CAS. Most of the information that you need to fill the form are on the CAS. So we can only just start putting documents together while you await the CAS. You can't do anything at this point. But then you can still reach out to me.
Yeah, he can. Yes, definitely. So, okay, Big Tom, what you can do is send us a DM and then send a message to Foconsi. Send a message on our DM that you're requesting for Foconsi's assistance. Do you understand? And they will direct you directly to her, and you can always have a chat with her. I think that's fine. Yeah. Okay, so someone says, please, when is tuition deposit deadline? Which school exactly are we talking about? So we need to specify. Okay, so you say because my school is booked, my school has booked my class regardless that I haven't been able to process Form A for the tuition deposit. Okay, she's asking for tuition deposit deadline. Could you please tell us the school that you're talking about? And then she's asking that her school has booked a pre-class regardless, and that she hasn't been able to process her Form A yet for her tuition deposit. I don't know what exactly is keeping you from processing your Form A right now. And since you've not been able to process your Form A, I would advise that you go through black markets. Am I right for saying?
Yes, please.
Within
Yes.
this situation, that she just go through black markets already, rather than waiting to delay so that she can get her tuition fee paid on time. Her tuition fee paid on time. This part says, well done. Please, what is the hope for April, May intake? Do you want to answer that? The hope for April, May intake.
Okay, so yes, there is hope. However, like I said, April May intake is a limited intake. So we have to be sure if the course you want to apply for is available and the school is opened for that course. Yes, and so the earlier the application is made, the better chances you have of getting offers and processing. All right, so send us a DM and let us know.
Okay, all right, thank you. That's fine. Okay, so Adekweju says, Adekwejuola BC says, good afternoon and well done, oh, Negxy Concept team. Okay, so she's saying that one of your staff applied to almost 4 schools for me since August, but it's unfortunate that I have not gotten any offer yet for January intake. Now, Adekweju, our sincere apologies. Like, you know that right now, so many people are trying to japa at the same time. The truth is that we give you chances to apply for as much as 3 schools for you. As a matter of fact, we've applied to 4 schools and yet you've not gotten any feedback from them. This might actually be because of the rush at the time during your application at that time. Do you understand? But this would not stop us from still trying to help you and see how best we make sure that you attain exactly what you want. Now, can you please send us a DM? When you send that DM, we would attend to those schools, like we'll get a feedback for you with respect to why there's a delay in those schools that we've applied for you, and then try and see if there's anything we can do to actually help you make sure that you get your admission out as soon as possible. And even if we have to try as much as possible to apply for more schools for you, we'll try and do that, just to make sure that we try as much as possible to help meet your needs and get you your the offer that you actually want. Do you understand? So please, my sincere apologies on behalf of whoever it was that actually helped to put in the application, and my sincere apologies on behalf of the school as well. Okay, so we would just want to urge you to please and please and please send a DM or send your counselor a message. Give her the details of all the schools that we applied for and all the courses we applied for. Let her help you to check with the admissions departments to verify those schools and know exactly where you are at, and then we'll see how best to help you to come up with a solution, a complete solution to help you make sure that you get an offer out as soon as possible. Now, the offer we get out for you might not be for January intake anymore because, you know, January is already gone, but we would try our very best to ensure that we get you the next available intake as soon as possible, if you don't mind. Do you understand? Okay, so do you have any other questions? Please drop your questions in the comment section. This is deadline. Okay, so yeah, the person I was asking about school, this is deadline is now for tuition deposit is 9th of December. 9th of December for tuition deposit. So it's really close. It's really close. So that's why you are saying that it's better that if you already put in an application before and you're having a problem, please let us know on time. Let's know how best you can see. For BCU now, let's see if we're actually going to ask about the fast track. What is going on with your application and why is it there today? Because we always place our students on fast track. Do you understand? So we need to know exactly why there's a delay. And if the most important thing is that you have your tuition deposit at hand, the moment you have that, you don't have a problem. Just make sure that you are working towards ensuring that you are working towards making payments for that, and then we would work on ensuring that we get your offer out as soon as possible. So I hope that's fine. Big Thompson says, okay, thank you. All right. So I hope I've answered. Elsa says, okay, thank you. I hope I've answered your question. Sorry, please don't mind me if I can't pronounce your name well. But Henny Tech says that Negxy, thank you so much. He says, Negxy, thank you so much. Oh, after calling you guys and everybody stopped answering. He said, after calling you guys and everybody stopped answering my call. If you guys are not going to help me, somebody should tell me. Negxy, why don't you want to help you? He says that we call and we do not attend to his call. No, it's not like that. Like we always say that, please, my colleagues will bear me witness that when we are attending to another client is calling. So you might just give us a bit of time. If you see that you are sending a message and we are not replying, keep calling us. Because the truth is that while we are attending to somebody else is needing our attention at the same time. So Hentek, please, we do have your best interest at heart. We do have your best interest. Don't doubt that. But even my colleagues can attest to it that the truth is that the rush can be a lot and we might want to attend to everybody at the same time. So please just bear with us and be patient with us that we will definitely attend to you. So do me a favor, the counselor in charge of your application, send that counselor a message right now and send us a DM about the counselor so that they can transfer you back to that counselor and let you know that, okay, this counselor, try and attend to this person and make sure that you attend to the person ASAP. I hope that would help you. But send a message to your counselor and tell your counselor to attend to you now as soon as possible, because the truth is that the rush can be a lot. That's the truth. The rush can be so. Please just bear with us. Blessing, what has the experience been like with respect to comments like this?
Seriously, this work is really overwhelming. Like Mo said, please kindly be patient. A lot of people want to japa. You have no idea. All right. So just keep calling us, keep sending us messages. We will definitely attend. Not like we do not want to attend because we do not want to. Just keep sending us messages. Apologies for that. Yes, we will definitely.
So please, we are begging and we are apologizing on your. So on behalf of whoever it is that actually puts in the application, we are apologizing and we are saying we are very, very sorry about that. Okay, someone says CBN is the problem. Yes, so we know CBN is the problem. My colleague just left the chat. I'm thinking that she's having a bit of a network issue. Henny Tech says, well, I had to stop okay, he said that we have to stop contacting you guys. I applied myself through you because I got my admission already. Tech, the truth is this, yeah? We can still help you as best as we can. Do you understand? We definitely can still help you as best as we can. The truth is, like my colleague said, that the rush can be really, really overwhelming sometimes, and we want to attend to everybody at the same time. So sincere apologies about this. But I would like to say this, yeah? The counselor in charge of your application, still send that counselor a message. The counselor can still give you advisory services. We can still help you for your visa processing. We can still guide you in respect to whatever it is that you need. And we can still help you in following up, even with the school that you're actually applied to by yourself. Do you understand? So should there be anybody that's actually applied by themselves to any school at all, we can always help you to do a follow-up with that school. Do you understand? But it's important that you understand with us too, and then you just try and give us a bit of time and understand that the moment you are asking us to attend to you, we're actually attending to somebody else, and we will definitely still attend to you at the end of the day. Do you understand? So please chat your counselor up, and your counselor will definitely see how best to help you out regardless. Do you understand? Because we always have your best interest at heart, and that is the truth. Do you understand? Okay, someone says thank you. So do you have any other questions? If you have any other questions, please drop your questions in the comment section and we'll attend to it. Royal Photograph says thank you for your response. Are we, okay, sorry, please, I want to we applied, attend, okay. My colleague, her network was bad, so she had to step out. Okay, so he said that thank you for the response. Are we paying the proof of funds money? Okay, so give me a minute. Okay, yeah, so this question is for you actually. He says, thank you for the response. Yeah, are we paying the proof of funds money at bank rate or black market rate? Which rate is recognized at the embassy to avoid issues?
So we advise students to use 600 for the calculation. because officially the UK VI uses Rwanda rates, not black market or CBN. They use Rwanda rates, but because it fluctuates.
Okay, then she used 600. Okay, Anytime says I'm the one that is attending to him, and that that he sent me messages that I'm not attending to him. Okay, my sincere, like I said before, that my sincere apologies about that. Please do me a favor. You can still send me a message immediately after this live. Like, see now, okay, right now I'm actually attending to this live, and I still have a lot of people that will be that I need to attend to at the same time. Do you understand? So please just bear with me. I know that I have your best interest at heart, and I definitely would want to attend to you as soon as I can. Do you understand? So I would still want to continue having the conversation with you. I would still want to help you as best as I can. So if it's me, then you can definitely send me a message immediately after this live. I will definitely attend to your messages. Do you understand? Because I know that there are lots of messages that are waiting for me, even as we speak right now, and I still need to attend to everybody. So it's not only you that is having the same problem, but a lot of people actually want to be attended to all at the same time. So my sincere apologies, but I want to help you. I want to help you as best as I can, and I want to help you to move forward. I want to help you to give you advice to see how best I can actually help you with the school that you're applied to. Every loopholes that you have, I want to help you to actually meet that milestone and cross it and see how we can help you to apply for your visa. So that won't be a problem at all. Do you understand? But please and please and please just be patient with us and understand that we have your best interest at heart. Should you send us a message and we do not respond on time, just understand and please keep calling us to ensure that we attend to your messages. And at the same time, understand that we are actually attending to someone at that particular time. Do you understand? So that's how it works. Okay, someone says, oh, you're breaking. It's the network. Oh, sorry about that. Official something. It says, sorry, I can't see that one. It says, hello, Negxy. Please, do you conduct interview for masters on top of as well? Blessing, do you want to answer that?
Okay, so for that question, right, that is dependent on the school, right? So like we all know that it's not all the schools that conduct interview, so it's dependent on this.
Okay. Yeah, so to add to what she just said, so please, if you have more questions, drop your questions in the comment section. So add to what she just said, yeah, we will definitely help you out to prep you for those interviews. And then yes, it actually depends on the school. Hi Chinwe, we see you just joining in. Please drop your questions in the comment section and we'd love to attend to it. Yeah, so yeah, like we said, like my colleagues just said, it actually depends on the school, and also whatever school it is, yeah, will definitely help to prep you. Because now one thing I've come to realize is that a lot of students are very, very impatient. And I understand the reason for the impatience, which is the fact that everybody wants to japa. Do you understand? So even though students are coming to meet you and they're applying with you, they will still go ahead and apply by themselves because they are very impatient. And they are saying that the offer is not coming out on time and they want to go and apply by themselves. These things happen. But should in case you have actually gone ahead to apply by yourself, we don't want a situation whereby you will get stuck. Do you understand? So we would advise that even though you've done this, you've applied by yourself, you can always still come back to us and we'll help you as best as we can. Do you understand? So definitely, with this kind of situation now, when you've actually applied and you're having issues with your interview and you have an interview and you don't know what to do about it, we can always help prep you for that interview and ensure that you pass. Your best interest is what we have, and we'll always be here to actually help and meet your needs as best as we can. So, like, I'm apologizing on behalf of everybody at Negxy. Should in case you actually send us messages and we do not respond on time, just understand that we're probably attending to another client at that particular time. I can't emphasize this enough, please. Just bear with us, and we will still want to help you as best as we can to help you to apply or to help you meet up with whatever deadline you have to meet up with. Do you understand? Okay, so do you have any question? The next group says everybody wants to japa. My dear, the race, okay, please focus. If you're experienced with the rush, right? You know, reference to the japa plans of everybody, how has it been? Because literally everybody wants to japa. Am I wrong?
Yes, so I'm moving with their family.
And they want to just migrate with their family. So the rush is high. The rush this year is really, really high. So please and please just bear with us, right? Bear with us. I know that we have an interest and Empress, you're just joining. We've actually said a lot. We've said a lot, and the whole idea is for us to actually come here today and see how best we can talk together, see how best we can actually engage with you, see how best we can meet your pain point needs, and make you understand that we are here for you. We are here to actually meet your needs as best as we can. Do you understand? And so also beg you to please understand with us when we say that we're actually attending to somebody else, or we're actually in a meeting attending to something which is actually delaying us from attending to you at that particular point in time. This is not it goes without saying that we will definitely still attend to you, because you are definitely our priority. Do you understand? And we cannot emphasize that enough, that you are our priority. So now, I think what you say, do you help with SOP? I think what you need to send us a DM. Let us even have the documents. Let's see your documents. Let's see the course you want to go for. Then we'll have that conversation. We can give you guidelines on how you can write your SOP to even make it easier for you to come up with it by yourself. Do you understand? So it depends on how we helping you to meet your need at a particular point that would actually be beneficial to you. Do you understand? So we need to know what you're working on, why you actually need this at this particular point in time, and see if what you're even working on is exactly what you're meant to be working on at this time. Do you understand? So it's more about a lot of counseling needs to be done before we actually get to this stage. Or I'm actually telling you, okay, you know what, this is what you need to do for your SOP. Do you understand? So just send us a DM in respect to your schooling, your documentations and all that, and we will definitely be able to help you and attend to you. So now I'm still looking for questions. No more questions are here. We can't have more questions here. I think we've actually spent about an hour already. Please, has this been fun for you guys? Has it been fun?
Yeah, really.
Prophecy, has it been fun for you being here today? Okay. Yeah. So thank you everybody for this amazing time. Prophecy, thank you so much for taking out time to be here today. Blessing, thank you so much for taking out time to be here today. Blessing, one more time, can you tell us the address for our office, for our Abuja office?
Oh yes, please. My Abuja people, we are here for you guys. Okay, so our Abuja office is located at Suite B04 VGI Center. We're here opposite Damarina Police. So you can just drop by. And then I would just like to call this number. Yes, so you can reach us here, 08090487333. So I'll take it again, 08090487333. Yes, so that's how you get to reach us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Blessing, and thank you very much for listening. Do you have anything to say? Do you have anything to add to all that you're going to say? Do you guys have anything to say about it?
I'd like to say that all of the questions that has been attended to, please kindly, our viewers and everybody, please kindly take them to, take notes of them and then put them to work. We definitely wish you all the best in your job journey. Yes.
Exactly, yeah. Focus, do you have anything to add?
So I would like to say that even for students that have gotten their class, you can still help with your visa application process, because it's getting more technical and one needs to be very careful. You need the help of an expert when you're putting your visa application now, because it's getting more technical and UK is trying to reduce the number of people coming in. So it's not automatic visa once you've gotten your class. So you can still reach out to us even if you have gotten your class. So you can help you with this.
Yeah. That's fine. Thank you very much for Constance. Thank you very much for Blessing, for being here. It's been amazing spending this time with you. I'm seeing questions tripping in still, and I'm like, it's actually time for us to go. Please, for other questions that you have, you can always send us a DM, and we'll definitely attend to it. I hope that's fine, right? Right, guys, because I noticed that Focus's network is not so good. So, yeah, I noticed that your network is not so good. So, I want us to just wrap it up here. And then, if you have any questions, please drop it in the comment section. Sorry, if you have any questions, send us a DM with your question, and it will be attended to. Do you understand? So, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your time. Until same time next week. Bye. Bye, Bessie. Bye, Coco. Bye. All right, bye-bye.